before those things became available and after they became available, because computers changed the way we live and the way we work. And now we have Steve Jobs came along, and we have iPads and iPhones, and they're changing the way we do a lot of things in our lives. So our daily lives are changing that way. Well, in aviation training in particular, we're going to think about today, and we're going to think about before this happened and after this happened. It's that significant. You might think I'm going over the top, but I am not. Because we have been training pilots about the same way for the last 100 years. And from this moment on, we're going to change the way we train pilots. Much of their training will take place in a simulator. It'll be much safer. It'll be more accessible, more available, more predictable, and we'll get better pilots as a result. We're going to be able to do this more economically. We're going to be able to do it on a better schedule. So we're going to talk about someday before Skyport and Redbird and after Skyport and Redbird. It's that significant, and that's what Jerry Gregoire, as a visionary, has done for aviation, and it's going to change aviation training forever.
That's why we're so excited to be here to celebrate with all of you, and thank you very much for being here to join this wonderful celebration. We are so looking forward, we're so excited about the future of Skyport and Redbird's experience here. The whole idea, as many of you already know, behind this facility is to create a best practices laboratory to find out and put to the test what really works the best for pilot training and for engaging people in the whole industry of some of which will work, some of which won't, but the ones that don't work, they're going to discard in a hurry and move on to find others that do. And as they find all of these best practices are going to be pushed out to everyone in the flight training industry to help create a whole new excitement about aviation all around the country. So it's a real delight to be here and help celebrate with Jerry and all of the Skyport and Redbird folks. And thank you for being here. Mark Palucci, who is the Senior VP of Sales at Cessna. Mark was formerly the Senior Vice President of Customer Service at Cessna, which is when John and I got to know him and to like him very, very much. He's had more than 30 years of experience at Cessna, starting as a design engineer working in the factory and then moving over to sales and marketing. He led customer service. He was the architect of the Service Direct program that changed how Cessna delivers customer support and garnered Cessna #1 rankings in third-party customer satisfaction surveys, which is a tremendous achievement and a great testimony to all of the effort of the folks at Cessna. He's a licensed pilot with multi-engine and instrument ratings. And John, you have a word or two?
I do. For those of us who are not involved in aviation, I need to tell you that Cessna has manufactured nearly 1/2 of all the airplanes ever manufactured. Cessna has provided leadership for the whole industry. And one of the reasons I'm so excited to be introducing Mark tonight is Mark is one of these people who gets it. And what Cessna does and how they handle their customers matters to the whole aviation industry. And one of the things Mark has done was when he was in charge of customer service, he empowered people in the field to make decisions. So no longer do they have to fight their way up the chain of command, down the chain of command. And even if they got what they wanted, by the time they fought this battle up and down the chain, the customer got what they wanted. He goes, okay, thank you very much. Even if the customer got what they wanted eventually, they were mad because they had to go through this process. And so what Mark realized is that people are going to get what they want eventually. Why don't we just empower the person in the field? And he did, and it made a huge, huge difference. Mark is a person who understands people. He's very trustworthy, very reliable person, very straightforward. If Mark says it, it's true. He's very straightforward. So with that, we give you Mark Colucci.
All right.